Hi everybody, welcome to the Astrology chat for February 1st, 2024. Rabbit. The keys for today are to allow yourself to step back and be honest about what you're feeling and what you're thinking, and to the degrees that you can communicate this with other people, do so. Don't flinch from being honest about what you feel and what you think, but also don't be a jerk, right? Just because you are processing and understanding and trying to work things out doesn't mean that everybody is. And if other people are, it doesn't mean that you understand how they are doing it. There's a space between everybody and everything today that is asking us to honor it, and I say this because we have the moon in Libra. The moon is going to be in Libra until 3:36 p.m., but the moon is void from 4:02 a.m. until 3:36 p.m. So most of the day, the moon is void in Libra. And so when the moon is void, these are things that are behind the scenes. These are conversations with yourself internally. These are things that you're working out with yourself, with your intimate partners, with your coworkers. It's still in Libra. So there's something about you and other people. But it has a square to Mercury right before it goes void for the most of the day. And this is a Mercury in Capricorn that really has no chill, right? Mercury in Capricorn is just very deadpan. It's going to say what it has to say. And this can be hard for people, right? And so it's your responsibility as the person who has something to say, you're observing something. You need to discern, like, do I need to say this to this person? If you do need to say it, how can you say it tactfully? How can you speak the truth but still do it lovingly? And if you're realizing that you're talking to somebody who just doesn't want to hear the truth or deal with the truth, then do you really need to go down into their vibration and get all willy-nilly for what people don't want to consent to? Not really, because at the end of the day, it's still about your relationship with you. Are you standing in your integrity? Are you doing what you need to do? Are you processing yourself and your emotions? Are you healing? Are you integrating? Or are you worrying about what other people think of you? And Moon square Mercury does have this energy of like, I don't really care what people think of me, which is okay to a degree. But you need to be making sure that you're thinking of yourself well. And also, if you're with people who don't really understand you or asking you to like be or think in a way that's really not true to you, then I need to ask why you're in those relationships, right? Again, when you're thinking about yourself with another person, you need to think about you first and then gauge the other person. And then when the moon does finally move into Scorpio, it immediately squares Pluto. And this is, again, dealing with that subconscious about who you are. The Scorpio is the house of desire. It's about the unseen energy. This is Pluto that's now in Aquarius. So you're able to kind of see who you are and where you are and what the subconscious of the collective is. When I look at the energy of like the next few days, there really is this internal accountability. There is this push to really more yourself and your ethics and your desires and in your focus, and allow that to be the starting point versus being reactive or allowing yourself to be caught up in other people's dramas, especially when that moon moves into Scorpio and it's meeting with Pluto that's now sitting with the house of Aquarius. You're going to know the truth about things. And the most important thing is that you know your truth. You can't explain everything about yourself to everybody, and not everybody's going to understand you. But you need to understand you. You need to be dedicated to feeling yourself and talking to yourself and expressing yourself. And in many ways, that is a solo mission. But as you continue to dedicate yourself to the process of knowing you and being true to who you are and letting go of energies, people, and places and things that aren't aligned with you, the more you are going to be walking towards your tribe. So there is going to be a space in between where it looks like you're by yourself, and in many ways you are, but the spirit is still with you, the universe is still with you, and the future of the people and places and things that are right for you are getting closer and closer. So it's a funky day. Don't be a jerk. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.